Welcome. Please like the video, comment in the comment section below, and don't skip the ads. Mamelodi Sundowns last season broke records. They've won the AFL Cup, African Football League Cup, lost only one game in the DStv Premiership. The whole season they've lost only one game, their last game. They would have been invincible if they didn't lose that game. Despite all that, they've parted ways with the head coach Rulani Mokwena. In the statement that the club released, they've stated that Rulani Mokwena didn't meet the club objectives as the mandate that was given to him when he signed the contract. Coach Manqoba Mngqithi will be working with Coach Steve Kompela and Roman Falls in the upcoming season. I don't think it will be an easy season for them because they have to compete in the Betway Premiership, Telkom Knockout, MTN 8, the Nedbank Cup, AFL, CAF Champions League, and the Club World Cup. Coach Manqoba Mngqithi had an interview with Robert Marawa. He was asked there about his mandate. What is his mandate? Because we know that Rulani Mokwena's mandate was to win the Champions League, but he didn't. So what is Coach Manqoba Mngqithi's mandate? And this is what he said.
Honestly, I think that is the mandate we've always been living with every year. From the time Coach Pitso was here, we always wanted to win the Champions League. The club believes they put the right investment to win the Champions League. And to be honest with you, I personally, as Manqoba, I'm looking at everything else and I'm saying, I will not be happy even if I were to win all the trophies in the PSL again, because I've done that before. But if the Champions League is not won, I will not feel good. That's why in my planning and in me bringing the people that I'm bringing, in me structuring the team the way I'm structuring it, it's because I'm looking at that bigger picture that the club must win the Champions League. And I think it's high time everybody knows, we've always had this mandate in all these years. It's not an easy competition to win, but we must always put the best fight. And I don't think we will complain about anything if we don't win it this year. We have a responsibility, and I trust the team that we have, that it has grown in leaps and bounds. And I must also be honest, sometimes you always want to nullify the work of the previous coach. But I think Coach Rulani has also done a lot of good work at Sundowns, has done a lot of good things. And he has also been the base of most of the things that one is going to be adding, because there are a lot of, our defensive record last season was very good. Our possession stats were very good. We broke so many records in the championship. But I just think the style of play for the championship and the style of play for the CAF Champions League has to be slightly different. If you check how difficult it is for Man City to win the Champions League, how difficult it is for Paris Saint-Germain to win the Champions League, it's also as difficult for Sundowns to win the Champions League, because maybe our style of play sometimes does not help us to achieve that objective. Maybe if we look at what happened when Pitso won the Champions League, we will be able to say maybe we can pick something from there and look at how Al Ahly has been winning the Champions League and pick something from there, because they are a big team, but most of the time they win games where everybody feels they should not have won. In the PSL, you have to be patient, and with patience there is possession. Because sometimes you are playing against low blocks, you must not be too committal, you must try to probe as much as you can.
But for CAF?
But for CAF, you have to be a little bit direct.
Yeah.
Because nobody respects anyone there. Everybody comes to you, you must also be able to come to them. And maybe in the last 2-3 seasons, we've not really gone to them as much as we should have done. We had kept possession, and only to find that we get punished with one counter-attack from there, somewhere from there, and we lose a match. Look at the loss we had against Esperance. Coach Lane, wherever he is also not happy. We had 27 chances in that match because we tweaked the style of play, particularly for that match, which we did not do when we were playing away, where I think maybe we could have done the same thing. But when we tweaked, we created a lot of opportunities. There were a lot of volume in the opposition box. And that is something that we must also try and look into going into the Champions League. In the PSL, for instance, when you bring a tall striker like a Mameniang, a Pavol, a Safranco and the guy from Uruguay, Afonso, those players don't help you in the Champions League because those are the players they play against almost every week.
So it's a daily.
That was Coach Manqoba Mngqithi. As we all heard him, he said that his mandate is to win the CAF Champions League. Even though it's not an easy league to win, but the club has invested so much. So he has to win the Champions League. But judging from what he said, he knows what he's talking about because he has been there. When Coach Pitso won the Champions League in 2016, Mamelodi Sundowns, he was there. And judging by the way he analyzed football and he knows African football because he has been with the club through all these years. When they were competing in the Champions League, he was there. I think he knows what he's talking about. Even strategically, he has a plan. What we can say is good luck to him. We wish him all the best. Kabuyelo.